Hey, this is a reading for the sign of Pisces. So Pisces, what I'm going to do in this particular reading is look into the dynamics of a person you're dealing with and you. So whatever that may be, it could be a situationship, it could be a long-term relationship, it could be somebody you're just interested in. It could be somebody that you just started dating. It doesn't matter, like the specifics of your situation. It's going to do an insight. It's going to do the insight from the person's perspective, regardless of the dynamics of your particular situation. So, just so that's clear. If you're single and not interested in anybody, then this probably isn't the reading for you because it definitely has two people involved. So let's get it going. So let me see the theme of this dynamic between Pisces and their person. Show me like, yeah. So you've got surrendering. And this is a Saturn energy. Surrendering. It's like when you just realize that it's not going to change and you just surrender. You're finally understanding that something isn't going to, there's no more you can do, because that's the surrendering, right? With Saturn energy, and Saturn is really much about limitations and discipline, stuff like that. So Saturn is a constricting energy. And then underlying that is the moon, which is very much our feelings, the mood, and it's nostalgia. So there's like memories and thoughts of each other here. So, and that doesn't necessarily mean that there's a breakup. It could just be surrendering to something that's in the relationship, you know, a dynamic. All right, so let's get some more information about this for Pisces, please. Whoa. All right. So the first card I see is third party situation. Does another person disrupts your relationship and causes turmoil? Trust is broken by infidelity and struggling to rebuild it. Along with this, help. Crying out for support. Help arrives from unexpected quarters. Invisible forces of help guide you through troubled waters. I like this because that means that you're guided. There are things helping you through this. Lost in the virtual world, neglects real life relationships. Realizes the need for digital detox and seeks clarity. Feels overwhelmed by digital content and needs a break. So take whatever resonates for your particular situation. And then contract. This is a deep karmic bond which brings responsibilities and life lessons, and relationships strain caused by codependency and conflict. That's heavy. That's a lot of like different threads interwoven into this dynamic. And then secret weapon. This is awesome. Unseen by foes, ready to be unleashed. Quietly deadly, a silent strike, revealing the arsenal of the unseen. See that? The unseen. So it reveals the arsenal of the unseen. And it did say that you are invisible forces of help guide you through troubled waters. So you've got some serious spiritual backup, baby. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty strong for you. So just know that you are not going through this alone. So Pisces, let's see how this person's energy towards you shows up. The King of Cups. Wow. This is a beautiful energy. It's masculine, water, Pisces. Sorry, I meant to say Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, water signs. So the King of Cups is beautifully, it's a great supportive partner. It's somebody that is passionate and intuitive, very much connected to their feelings and the feelings of others, emotionally intelligent. King of Cups is like the king of hearts, you know. It's a beautiful energy. So that's how your person's showing up for you, like for in this dynamic. How does Pisces show up? What is Pisces energy? Wow, that's a lot. So you got the High Priestess, and the Three of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so Pisces, you're showing up as the High Priestess here. This is very much connected to those waters that were spoken about, the water of feeling and emotions and the unconscious realms, really being deeply rooted in your instincts and your intuition. What is wrong with me today? Three of Swords, this speaks of having a lot of pain. You have a lot of hurt that you're still carrying from your life. You're hurt real bad. The Queen of Wands, this is the Queen of Fire. This is amazing. This is about you being absolutely attractive, magnetic. You have this air about you that is, fiery, and you just have a lot of people that admire you. The Queen of Wands is very attractive. The Eight of Wands. Now, this is about fast-paced movement. It's about movement and communication, both fast, very high octave energy. So boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. Okay, so let's get the person in this reading with Pisces. What's their intention? What's their intentions for Pisces? What's their intentions with Pisces? What is their intentions? The Lovers. They love you. Holy shit. The King of Cups and the Lovers. Damn. The Lovers is Gemini energy, and yeah, their intentions is the Lovers. Come on. That's so incredible. Okay. What are their actions in the next coming days towards Pisces? What are their actions? What are their actions going to entail in the next coming days? The Ten of Swords, the Seven of Wands. Okay, their actions are something's over. The Ten of Swords. This is a very painful ending here. The Ten of Swords speaks about betrayal and, being very sorely defeated. And then the Seven of Wands, this is about being very guarded. As you can see, the person is, standing there ready to strike with these things coming at them. So in this kind of reading, this would say that something happened here that created some sort of ending. It doesn't have to be the ending of the complete relationship, but it could be an ending of some part of their life. But it's their actions towards you. So it means that they're guarded, they're feeling hurt and betrayed. They're feeling betrayed, and that they need to guard themselves. Okay? A potential outcome for these two. The potential outcome. What's a potential outcome? Oh, good time. What's the potential outcome? Okay. So this turned over, but it didn't hit the table. The Fool. The one that hit the table is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is about intrusive thoughts, insomnia, just having a lot of bad, hurt, worried, stressful feelings and thoughts that intrude upon your rest because your heart is just so hurt. And then the Fool, like I said, did flip over. Now this is about taking a leap of faith into a brand new way of being and not bringing baggage. So see how small the bag is that the Fool carries? So you leave your expectations, you leave the past, like you make amends and you actually abide by that, So you agree to let things go from the past. You don't harbor that, you don't harbor those feelings, and you go about this brand new journey. So what would Pisces person say to Pisces? Drama. This came out and I put it back in because I wasn't sure if it was anyway. So I am the man. So this person feels, like they are the man in some regard, regardless of gender. And what is the truth? What else would they say to Pisces? I can't express myself. I just had the thought. When I read this, I can't express myself. I thought to myself, the King of Cups, they came in as the King of Cups. I can't believe that they can't express themselves. Their emotions are so intelligent. Bottom of the deck, emotions overwhelm me. So that's what it is, because the King of Cups is very emotionally intelligent. So for this person to have a hard time expressing themselves, they've got to be plagued by feelings. And yeah, there it is. That's so cool how that just happened. But definitely this person with that 10 of Swords and their actions towards you, it's like, I don't know what happened between you guys, but they are hurting. They're hurting. Show me some messages here for Pisces, please, and their person. Anything from this deck? Romantic feelings, falling in love, happiness, affection, and emotions. Secret crush, liquid courage, and hookup. Secret crush. So there's some sort of admirer. This could also stand for, just attraction. But then there's liquid courage with bravery, confidence, being intoxicated, odd behavior, and then hookup, one night stand, casual relationship, fling. Whoa, you know what I just felt like? I felt like somebody maybe hooked up with a secret crush when they had been out partying one night. That's for some of you. And that's possibly why the very first card down, this person's leaving. And this other person's sitting there, like, upset or whatever. And it says surrendering. And throughout the reading, it does seem like there's, pain here for sure. So maybe one of you did something with somebody else and, are regretting it or feel really bad about that. That's what it looks like. What would Pisces person say to them? What would they say to Pisces? What do they feel? What do they want Pisces to know but don't say it? Look how fast that came out. I left before you could leave me. I want to feel that way again. I know I messed up everything. I know I messed up everything. What else for these two? So the engagement ring has come out. This is about partnership and commitment. It's about union and completion, because it's like that full circle, the ring. Then we've got mask, not showing their true feelings. They're hiding some parts of their personify. They hide, they personify, they pretend. There could be some gaslighting involved here. Then there's heart with a key. This is welcoming love, meeting the one. It says getting together and perfect. And then paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. And then underlying is wedding rings. And you did get this engagement ring. And the wedding ring says union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Interesting. Okay, show me some more about Pisces and their person. It says brunette female, darker hair, intense and focused. Then the home, property, real estate, residence. Then young male. And then karma. So it says toxic story, but new opportunities. And see how those doors are opening?